Sithaba senkosi mzikaphalo nina bezulu maAfrika mahle ngiyanibingelela nginamukela ngezimhlophe nezifudumele izandla la ohlelweni lwenu enilithanda kakhulu nibukele unqa phambili uMzansi for sure igama ngikuWisdom Gumede. Eqaleni kwalonyaka sibonile abafundi baphume ngeinkani bahlasela ama-university kanye neziphakamiso zemfundo ephakeme ukuyoqhuba imfundo yabo. Kuya ngokuya kuqapheleka ukubaluleka kwama-university ekwakheni umnotho oqinile kulezi zinsuku. Lokhu kusichazela ukuthi abantu abasha baseduze nalowo mnotho, nathi njengomphakathi sizoba yingxenye yaloko kukhula. Namuhla kuyintokozo lapha kwa-Imani sivakashelwe ngumfowethu Mohale Wa-Morena, oyi-motivational speaker ogqugquzela abantu abasha. Ngonyaka odlule uMohale uzivakashele ezokhuthaza futhi egqugquzela abantu abasha ukuthi uma befunda bafundele impumelelo nokuthuthukisa imiphakathi yabo. Mohale, ingabe ulwazi lubaluleke kangakanani ekuthuthukiseni imiphakathi kanye nezomnotho?
Knowledge is extremely important when it comes to development of any kind. When we talk about social development and economic development, it is absolutely key, because anything that you develop, you would require the requisite knowledge in order to cause development in that particular arena. Because development speaks to change. And if you want to deliberately change anything, you're going to need the know-how to prefer those changes that are necessary. So knowledge is absolutely, absolutely necessary. It's a priceless key.
Are we producing a good quality of student to amass this knowledge?
In my opinion, I don't think we are producing the quality that we are actually, that we have the potential to produce. I think that the standards of education detosi to a whole in contemporary times. And I think that might be a problem. I think it's something that as a nation, we should have a look at very closely, because it might be a problem for us concerning our development going forward.
Yini mhlambe singayenza ukuthuthukisa equality yama student ukuthi be ready for university entry?
I think I think excellence should be something that is drilled in to young people from an early stage in their educational development. I think generally we have lost as a continent, and I speak not just for South Africa, but as a continent, we have lost that passion to hail and to reward, and to exalt excellence as something that is great and that is necessary for our development. I think the winds of the encouragement of excellence are slowly winding down, and I think that's something that we need to reintroduce and reinstate into the fabric of our society in order for us to achieve that.
Ukubhalisa kwabantu abasha abafuna ukungena kwiyunivesithi sibona ngathi ezinye zeyinselela, ungathini kulokho? Ingabe abantu abasha babhalisa in time?
Hey, bothata bo ngibona bo obane you would find ore masiqala khona baqala ngomatha baya dikolong batswadi le bona khona baqala ngobotsa rona hey o lo etsa jwang. Ke nana hore in my opinion the schools are actually as far as my knowledge affords me, the schools are doing a lot in terms of encouraging these young people to get registered and to do their research on time and so on and so forth. But ntho ke eleletsweng ke hore kare ha hona an effective partnership between the schools and the parents and the students themselves. You see, that triangle is not complete, and that's the reason for it. I think the parents need to work more hand in hand with the schools to ensure that these children make the decisions and make the necessary preparations for their future studies in time.
Uma ubhekisa ngalokufunda lapha eNingizimu Afrika, ubheka ukhompera nasemhlabeni lo, ingabe are we on the path or are we in the siyakhona yini na?
There are a lot of things about our education system that are good, and I think that are, that really give us hope in terms of the development of the education system in South Africa and Africa at large. But I think we still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go. But I think among third world countries, we're not doing too terribly, but we still have a lot to develop.
Ngoba uma ubuka the top 100 universities in the world, awusitholi lapho.
Che, how sheba top 100 ha re hlahelle ho ha. Ho ya ka tsebo ka ke bona ke hopola ka re hlahella within the top 200. Le teng mono ho hlahella the institutions tse tshwanang le boma, Cape Town University, Wits University and the like. We need to see more African institutions coming up to the platform, coming up to represent Africa. And it's going to take some time, but I think we can achieve it. But that itself speaks to the long way that we still have to travel. There's still a great path ahead of us.
Mohale, sikhuluma ngezinto eziningi excellence. ukuthi aba-student abasa-pursue i-excellence singenzani?
bothata bo e le goreng bana ba jwa le batšha ba jwa bana le bona ke gore ga go sana di-role models, you know, that are living in excellence, that are literally you know, that are literally blazing the trails of excellence ahead of these young ones, so that they would know by example and by mentorship, you know, what excellence actually is. So we need more role models. We need more people to, I think what we need in our society is for more people to decide for excellence. The more people we have deciding for excellence, the more young people we will have being inspired for excellence. I think that's very important.
Abantu abasha ungathini kubona ubagqugquzela ukuthi babe yi-success, ba-achieve this excellence esikhuluma ngayo?
You have enough time to make a success of yourself in this year. And I think as the year begins, go for knowledge. Be studious. Read. For those of you who have enrolled in institutions, know why you're there, all right? And be purposeful about your presence in those institutions. And go for excellence. Go for success. Be focused on what you are there for. I think that is, you know, what I would say to young people. And, you know, it's the beginning of the year. We're looking at young people who have gone through their matriculation and have succeeded in their exams, and you know, these are the ones who have now enrolled in varsities. And then we have others who didn't do so well, who are now having to write supplementary exams in the coming month or two or so. You know what? You can only lose if you give up. The only way to fail in life is to refuse to try again. The only way to fail is to give up. If you do not give up, if you refuse to cave in, you can make it.